One of the most coveted and anticipated walleye runs on the whole Missouri River is that run that happens basically coming out of Lake Oahe each spring, coming up through Bismarck, North Dakota, and some of these fish push up all the way up into the Garrison Dam tail race. But each spring you have this big migration of fish that come up out of Lake Oahe, and they push up into the Missouri River. And it just offers a tremendous opportunity for walleye anglers. It's early spring on the Missouri River here south of Bismarck. You can actually still see chunks of ice floating down the river. And in this part of the world, it's some of the best walleye fishing, and it's one of the first opportunities to get a boat in the water. And coming out here on this river is almost a rite of passage in the sense that you get your first nice days, your first spring days. There's geese flying overhead. You can still, you can smell that earth in the springtime. You just smell that river and come out here and catch fish, blow the boat on a jig. It's just a favorite thing to do for so many people. There he is. Oh yeah, nice fish. Nice fish. Thank you, sir. That right there is a good time. Just a jig in a minnow. We're kind of in some quieter water, and right away early in the year, it's kind of a deal where a lot of times they're catching fish a little deeper. These fish are in these wintering holes, and a lot of these fish I think spend the winter. They don't move up or down this river too much in the winter time, but what you'll find is that they just hold up in these holes, and right at ice out, some of the first boats out here, they just easy fishing.
What we've been finding here right away early this spring is, quite a few fish are still fish in deeper water, a lot in that 15 to 25 foot range is where we've been finding most of the fish. We're being pretty much right at ice off here. As the spring progresses, these fish are going to move up onto the sandbars, and we'll get more of a pitch and bite. But for now, we're in more of a vertical jigging mode on this deeper water and just waiting for the spawn to kick in.
I got one too. Need a minnow?
Yeah.
There's one. Good fish?
Feels like it.
All right.
Decent at least. Better than those last ones.
All right.
Nice fish.
This is just such a fun way to fish. Oh yeah, great walleye. Fish is living right where he should be. Never get tired of that, huh?
No.
One of the first nice days of the year, and that jig, boom.
About 60 degrees, nice warm sun on you, geese flying around.
Yeah, great fish.
Can't
right
beat
there.
it.
Absolutely.
He's really dark right in here compared to what you normally see. Nice to drop right down into another one again right away.
Yeah. Early on, the fishing can be tremendous, and typically what you're going to find early in the year is that these fish are going to be wintering in these holes. So if you can imagine the primary river channel, it might vary. It might be 10 feet of water, it might be 15 feet of water, in places it might be 35 feet of water, but every once in a while you're going to find these deeper holes where you're going to have quieter water in the bottom of these holes, and a lot of times that's where these walleyes are going to winter. And right away at ice out, as soon as you can get out there, you can find tremendous numbers of fish stacked up in these holes. Yeah, and what we're doing is we're just running up and down the river. Every once in a while we'll just come up on a hole. In this place here, we were just trying to figure out how to get across the sandbar, and found a hole that was 20 feet deep and no boats around, just stopped in and fished it. But it seems like every curve in the river there's different holes, and these fish just rest. I mean, I imagine they're just getting ready to push up this river, and they just want a nice quiet spot where they can rest and get out of that current and let something easy to eat wash right on by them.
Yeah, usually if you can find an outside turn, there's a hole there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's another fish.
All right. How's he feel?
Decent.
Oh yeah.
Monster, but
coming behind you here with the net. There. There, that fish would be a great eater right there.
Definitely.
You gotta love that thump on a jig.
Yep, definitely.
Love it.
It's 3 bites in that spot in just a few minutes, so
Yeah, let's go back up and do it
hopefully
again.
we're on to something.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole name of the game, is the milk run. You just keep hitting spots, and you know, we're basically just letting the current do the work. We're running up to the top of this, where basically where the top of this sandbar is, we basically just run out of water, where we'll go all the way up into 6 feet, and then we're just letting the current pull the boat back. And it's kind of important just to keep good bottom contact and good feel on the jig, where you want the boat to be going the same speed as the jig. And so basically you're just slipping, going with the current. So when we get down to the bottom, the current gets a little bit faster, and it gets in the seam gets a little bit broader, and basically just run out of spot. And it's just a matter of repeating, going back up to the top and coming back down. Oh yeah, all right. Nice work,
There we go.
Kyle.
Another one on the board.
Yeah, yeah. I think these fish might be sliding up a little bit. You're on the front of the boat, I'm in the back. I've been staying about 17, 18, 19 feet. These last couple of fish, probably a few feet
Right up
shallower.
top, yeah.
12, 13, so that's probably pretty typical too. The water warms up and these fish are gonna slide up and sunbathe a little bit, so.
Risen, what, 4 or 5 degrees today?
Yeah, the water temperature has risen. All right, I'll throw that fish back here. Oh, there's a fish.
Grab the net for you, Jason.
All right. Oh yeah, I gotta love that. Just a chunk. That is cool. You know, that's been kind of the story this spring too, is these fish have been just full of smelt. And you know, that's historically been the primary forage in the Missouri River system in Lake Oahe. A few years back, we lost a lot of smelt. It is so good to see the smelt numbers returning, and the size of these fish, the condition of these fish is returning. Oh yeah, good fish, good fish. Oh, I love that. Oh yeah. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, another great walleye. I think these fish like these nice days too, huh? But yeah, just a gorgeous fish. Just using a 1/4 ounce jig right below the boat, and boy, when they hit it, they love it, don't they? There ain't a doubt in your mind when these fish hit. Beautiful. There. I love it. I love it. I think about this all winter long. You know, just coming out here, and it's a beautiful river. There's always a few fish that want to play. And, you know, first fish of the year, open water, when they're on a jig, that makes it all that much better as far as I'm concerned.
Definitely enjoyable to get out and do it these first couple times.